God, no. I ain't no hip-hop savior, no. I ain't yet, I'm major, Give me space, I ain't really the type to be back up. One plan, get my stacks up. I'm gonna make moves, you get passed up, catch up. No, we can't match up. They wanna act up, back up. I don't like giving no dap up. I don't like talking if it ain't getting cash up, wrap up. No, I don't wanna catch up. If he act funny, gotta move. Watch that love, watch that groove, watch that buzz in the stew. We don't fuss. Let's go. I like math if you ask pesos. Has echo. I don't ask, do what I say so. Mad cause my cash way more. In the lab, gotta have zero. Meet me at the stop about it. Mobbing. Hey. Mobbing. Come here. This man. Hey. I've been chasing that. I've been chasing that. I've been chasing that. I be chasing that. Shorty wanna give me back.
I can't wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo. Get my
The Grizzlies sporting their best look as they came into the building earlier. That's how to make an entrance on the road. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. Salt Lake City, Utah, fully illuminated tonight as we get a look at our broadcast setting from the skies high above. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz going up against the Memphis Grizzlies. Hello, everyone. With Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from our Hall of Famer on the sideline, David Aldridge. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Saturday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets. And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, the Utah Jazz tries to keep their players happy by financially incentivizing them. Contract bonuses include on-the-court performance, physical fitness, and off-season workouts. The team's general manager said, to be a significant program, we need to be great defensively and with individual development. The bonuses are created with those goals in mind. Kevin?
Thanks, DA. Looking at teams with new coaches, Chris, how long do you think it usually takes a new system to get the kinks out and work properly?
Yeah, hopefully you have veteran players because they can adapt the system a little bit quicker. Younger players, they might not, know the lingo. They might not know necessarily where to be. So you have to practice. And with practice time not being as a premium like it used to be, it's a little tougher. So it takes a while. You want to make sure you kind of look at the season, 82 games. You look at them in 4 20-game stretches, and you hope by that second 20-game stretch, you're into finding your rhythm as a team, and the team's starting to hone in on those little details.
Good perspective. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Nash is out there with Morant. And it's Winslow in at the small forward position. And for Utah, Joe Ingles is out there with Malone. Then there's John Stockton. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Bradley in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. And it's blocked by Bradley. Here's Wade. It's good, and a nice assist from Stockton.
You see how Wade maintains his focus? He's not letting the D shake him on these shots.
Wade against Nash. Out left to the wing. Valanciunas against Bradley. Just 5 to shoot. Nash kicks to Winslow. Beyond the arc. No good. Shot missing. And Utah the other way now. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club a year ago.
Now here's Morant. This game we saw him score 32. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Ingles passes to Wade. Malone with it, defended by Nash. Ingles with the ball. Here's the three. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Morant passes to Nash. The dish to Jackson. Looking to end the run, and he knocks down the jumper.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Well, now that they have that monkey off their back, hopefully they can settle down and execute.
Bradley can't get it to go. For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Nash.
And I'm a big fan of the awareness of Nash on the floor. A selfless player who's just fantastic at getting the ball to his open teammates in rhythm.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Morant kicks it over to Nash. Excellent D from Wade.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played, and Wade slams it in.
Wade doesn't play around on the drive. When he's clear for takeoff, he finishes with authority.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Nash against Wade. Now here's Morant. 5 on the clock. Knocks down the step-back J.
That jumper is just looking clean, confident. Very little that Morant can't do.
Here's Wade to the paint. Malone misses.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should have been easy.
In the corner, Winslow with it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the emphasis on mobility, a challenge for lumbering 7-footers like Valanciunas.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not going to be the quickest when you're 7 feet tall, Kevin. I mean, in order to earn his keep, he has to be dominant inside. I mean, he has that capability.
And that one misses. And last season, Jonas Valanciunas averaging the fewest minutes of his career. Greg, at the same time, he was playing the best basketball of his career.
I mean, his scoring per minute through the roof. Rebounding at a career high level. He can dominate inside, especially at that offensive end.
And he sinks the second.
Whether he's starting or coming off the bench, Valanciunas is a nice piece to have. He's a big man who's a nightly double-double threat.
Now here's Wade. There's the pass to Bradley. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Here's Morant. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Well, for Memphis, their last game a loss to Dallas. Stockton outside. To the middle. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Yeah, you gotta love the recognition there. Stockton just so unselfish, always looking to find the open man.
Nash outside. Floats one up. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Utah leading by 4. Popped up there for Wade. The Grizzlies have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Pass to Morant. Pass to Valanciunas. Shoots over Bradley. The Grizzlies with another miss.
You expect him to make those. They've got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
And it's Wade with the jam.
Whoa, strength from Wade. You can tell he loves finishing through contact.
The Jazz shooting their first free throw of the night here.
One shot.
Yeah, Kevin, the front office shakeup this summer for the Grizzlies. Now, the new leadership wants to take more of a long-term, proactive approach to things.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Nash. Over Wade. They grab their own miss. Jackson. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Jackson's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Jazz leading by 7. Stockton passes to Malone. Wade with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Here's Stockton. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. And many fans in Memphis had hoped for a change. But, Chris, they still had some question marks with this new leadership.
Yeah, Kevin, that's because they're relatively young and unproven. Former lawyers rather than basketball minds. But we're seeing that league-wide, teams are going with former agents and lawyers in their front office.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
Now, here's Wade, coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. Ingles passes to Wade. Tries again, and he lays it straight in. Malone's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Now here's Winslow. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Dallas. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Bradley's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's Wade with the jam.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah, G.A., sometimes you have games like that, but you just got to shrug it off and move on to the next one.
Here's Jackson. He's got 6. Dishes it to Nash. Rebound, Utah. Malone's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Stockton against Nash. To the paint. Here's Valanciunas. Good, and the assist goes to Nash.
Reliable at executing in screen and rolls. Valanciunas, he excels at taking what he sees in these sets.
It's tipped. Wade passes to Stockton. Ingles against Winslow. Just 5 on the clock. Ingles finds Bradley. Second chance shot, and Malone puts it in. Malone's got 6.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Morant, and it's blocked by Bradley. They get it back. Ingles against Winslow. Goes back up. Here's Valanciunas. And finally they hit one. Valanciunas has got his second basket.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Morant. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
And how about the body control? Morant, even when under duress, stays calm, cool, and collected.
Now here's Wade. 11 points in the game. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas has got his fourth rebound in this one. There's Winslow, banked in off the glass.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Wade dishes to Malone. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
And with the summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
Chris, the common thought is you don't want to be a middle-of-the-road team. You think clubs are too quick now to pull the trigger on a rebuild as opposed to giving some time to what they've got and be more patient?
Are you kidding me, Kevin? Don't make me go out. This is why I need a psychologist, because, hey, when I was in Washington, we had myself, Rasheed Wallace, and Juwan Howard, and Ron Strickland. Like, just wait a minute. Give us 1 year to try. And by the way, the Bulls won 72. We couldn't have won a championship that year anyway. And so, yeah, I think a lot of teams are short-sighted, and it's based upon their expectations, and their expectations may not be based in reality.
Now here's Jones, following the miss by Derrick Rose. Jones, no luck.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Brooks against Rose. Brooks kicks to Valanciunas. Outside, Jones. Back to Valanciunas. Fade away. And it's Malone with the rebound. Malone's got 8 rebounds in this game. Another miss by Utah. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Trailing here by 8. Smith outside. Launches a 3. Dillon Brooks. And that's good.
Showing how lethal he can be from there. Brooks, oh man, if you keep giving Brooks these type of looks, he's going to keep making you pay.
Poked away. It's stolen by Smith. Jones for 3. Rebound, Utah. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And as long as you do that, you put yourself in a good position to win, no matter if you're home or away.
Now Mirotic, following Tyus Jones' three-point attempt. Valanciunas, his shot is good, scores his third basket in 6 tries, shooting 50%.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
Trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. Corky Dang's checked in for the Grizzlies.
And checking out the stats for Clarkson, how he did last season. Last year averaged 17 points a game, 3 rebounds and 2 assists. But to have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
Utah shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. Free throw drops for Mitchell. Was there any steal in the 2017 draft bigger than Donovan Mitchell? My goodness, guys, Utah looks like they found a franchise player with him.
I mean, to see a player his age come in and just be an elite scorer is impressive. Very explosive in transition, but also in the half court. Reminds you a bit of Westbrook or a young D. Wade with how he plays.
For Memphis, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
We know this guy Smith is one of the most fearless shooters in the game. I don't know if he's ever seen a shot he didn't like.
Rose passes to Malone. Rose against Jones. 13 feet away. Another shot, and the layup is up and in. Malone's got 8.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Smith against Mitchell. To the inside. Outside Mirotic. Launches it. No good on that one. And Utah the other way now. Inside. Here's Bogdanovic. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And Bogdanovic, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
Jones against Rose. And there's the pass to Smith. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Mike Conley's checked in for Mitchell. On defense, the Jazz. They lead by 7. 6 on the shot clock. Ball's knocked loose and out of bounds it is. Last touch by Mirotic. Jazz leading by 7. Rose dishes to Bogdanovic. He kicks it to Clarkson. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovic.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Conley against Jones. They need this. Good work defensively by Conley.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, that's how you play it. He does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
Connects from three-point range. And the Jazz lead by 13. Jones looking for an opening. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. The Grizzlies with another miss.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And here's Rose. He had 13 points in the win against Orlando. 6 to shoot. And it's Bogdanovic off the drive. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Grizzlies trail by 13. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Mirotic. 11 points for him in that last game against Dallas.
And we have to mention his rebound. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
Look, the reach of Mirotic so effective, especially on defense. He does a great job at altering shots.
And so it's Utah. 13 points up at the end of the period. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll return shortly. It wasn't an immediate star turn for Mike Conley in the NBA. He talked about that journey.
The ups and downs of injuries and early on in my career not being able to be consistent enough to be considered a top guard in the league, and making myself work that much harder to get my game to a level where I feel that I can compete against anybody in the league. And that's what I'm most proud of, is just being able to withstand that.
Great work ethic is the key. Conley stayed at it.
And a player that's known for keeping his composure, that helps also. He weathered those early challenges and just stayed positive.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Jazz enjoying a nice lead here.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
They've got Clarkson. Malone is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Conley, and it's Rose in at the 2-guard. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Outside Mirotic. Lock at 6. Here's Jones. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Conley.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Teardrop shot. Good D by Jones. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. It's a 13-point game. They host the Kings after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Rose against Smith. Shot clock at 5. Jones in the post, covered by Conley, and the basket by Jones. Jones has got his first points of the night. Conley against Smith. Malone outside. Down low. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Here's Brooks. No good off the back of the rim.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Tyus Jones.
Oh, man, he's not scared to go in amongst the trees. Conley's athleticism down inside helps draw the defense into him.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw good, Conley.
And Kevin, just look at the career of Mike Conley. I mean, early on, looking over his shoulder, felt his spot was up for grabs, and then a chip on his shoulder, trying to get that star recognition. Well, through it all, he stayed in the lab and kept working.
Bradley's checked in for Utah. And Memphis also making a switch. Nash is checked in. And throughout his career, Mike Conley, all class and professionalism.
Yeah, Kevin, and wouldn't you say he does it the right way? I mean, he won the Joe Dumars Trophy for sportsmanship twice. And like Joe, he's still as competitive as they come. And that's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Kicks to Rose. On the layup. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Jones finds Brooks. Here's Nash, and the lead is down inside single digits.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Conley, the pass to Rose. A floater, and the rejection by Jang. Here's Nash. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Rose against Nash. Here's Clarkson. The Jazz with another miss. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Here's Nash. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 3rd assist on the night. Jazz have gone 1 of 6 in the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, "I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul, and they were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it." And Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. DA, thank you.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And in a league obsessed with shooting, easy to see why Bojan Bogdanovic has solidified himself as a key player.
I mean, over 40% from long range in recent years, competes defensively. He's a player.
Joe Ingles, who's checked in for the Jazz. Stockton comes in for Rose. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Jackson, he's checked in for Mirotic. Winslow comes in for Dylan Brooks. And it's Morant in for Jones.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
It's not going to be easy, but they've come this far, and they're right here.
And here's Conley outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Conley's got 5 points now in the quarter. Now Morant. He has 6. Fires from 14, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Elite shot making from all 3 levels, if you ask me. Morant can't be singled up. And then if you help, he beats you with the pass.
Now here is Conley. 8 points for him. Teardrop shot. Here's Bradley, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Jazz have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the Grizzlies in the final game of last season, making a franchise record 21 3-pointers and a blowout win against the defending champion Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, perhaps a template going forward for them, GA. I mean, turning the page from the grit and grind to a new style of play.
The Jazz making a switch here. Wade's checked in, and that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Players have different ways of leading. Some guys, Chris, are loud and fiery. Others let their play do all the talking. What was your approach?
Well, Kevin, it depended on what situation I was in. When I was in Sacramento, I could be the quiet, fiery guy that led through my actions because Vlade was more of a vocal guy, and we had a really good-spirited team, so I didn't need to do much besides what we did in practice. In my younger days, when you want to win, you want to get out there, and maybe everyone doesn't have the sense of urgency that you do. You're a little bit more vocal, but I've always believed that the best leaders, no matter how well they communicate or anything else, the best leaders lead by example. And if you're telling everyone what to do and you're not doing it, usually it falls on deaf ears. So go out there and do it by example first, and everybody will follow.
Good advice.
One shot.
Free throw good, Stockton.
Stockton, just a remarkable point guard. Lights out shooter and an even better distributor.
Here's Morant. Here's Valanciunas. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Justice Winslow. How he did last season. Put up about 12 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. And you know, he'd love a bigger role, but he's trying to prove himself in the minutes he's getting right now.
Yeah, you're right, but he's putting in the work, and the results have been okay. He just needs to keep believing in himself.
the free throw drops for Valanciunas. And along with the association, we've seen the growth of the G League, the WNBA, the 2K League. Chris, which of those have you followed the most?
Well, first let me say I should have been drafted by the 2K League because I'm really nice. Matter of fact, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I will beat you in the game that I'm talking on right now. But secondly,
I know you will.
I love the WNBA, from Lisa Leslie to Cheryl Swoops to my girl Candace Parker. Are you kidding me? The skill set of these ladies, oh, they have game. And I can't say I follow one the most because even the G League and their all-star game I follow. Right now it's a great time for hoops, and all three of these leagues I'm in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Here's Morant after the basket by Utah.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Stockton. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And now it's a 12-point Jazz lead. The Grizzlies have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Stockton. Pass to Valanciunas. Puts it up. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Oh, strong defensive presence who doubles as a reliable scoring option. Valanciunas is a complete big man.
Now here's Bradley. Passes it to Mitchell. Stolen by Jackson. Now here's Morant. Not a lot of room. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Nash outside. Back to Valanciunas. Bradley with some nice D.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D. Avoiding fouling, gotten the perfect position to alter the shot.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And so it's Memphis with it after the basket by Utah. And Valanciunas kicks to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Morant. And it's Bradley with the rebound.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Oh, textbook defense. I mean, it took a good angle to the shooter and bothered the release.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Grizzlies trail by 14. And the pass to Morant. With the teardrop, and he sinks the layup. Morant's got 10 points in the game.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Pass to Mitchell. The tray. He doesn't hit that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Stockton.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside of him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
Jazz leading by 10. To the paint. Here's Bradley. The basket is good. The assist from Stockton. Stockton's got 6 assists now in the game.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Now here's Morant. He's got 10. He can't get that one to fall. Excellent D from Stockton. Mitchell wide open. Keeps it alive, and it's put back up and in by Wade. Wade's got the lead up to 14 now for the Jazz.
Wade is a tremendous scorer. He's a superb player who knows how to get it going.
At the elbow, it's Jackson. To the wing right side. Here's Morant. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
To the inside, Stockton, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 11.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
They get a hand on it. Now here's Morant. Guarded closely. Rebound, Utah. Mitchell outside. Pass to Wade. Over Nash. And there's Dwayne Wade on the assist by Mitchell. And that's 20 points for Dwayne Wade.
You got to crowd Wade in the mid-range. I mean, his in-between game is straight filthy.
They double him with Stockton. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And Utah has possession. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And the Jazz making a change here. Malone's checked in. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Stockton. Morant passes to Valanciunas. A good 6 men out there, Chris. Coming off the bench, who are some of the bigs that make the biggest impact?
Well, don't sleep on Enes Kanter. I mean, he can get you buckets in a hurry, and he attacks the board with force. That's why I love him. Don't forget about Little Sabo. He has Hall of Fame DNA, and he's making his own name for himself. That's right, Sabonis out there in Indiana. You love the way he comes off the bench, such a steady force. He can do everything for you, so he can replace your 3, 4, or 5 because of his skill set. Pick and pop, post up, shoot, and he'll dunk on you as well.
Good detail. The first free throw is good.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
Smith checked in for Steve Nash. Valanciunas hits them both.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Wade outside. He kicks to Mitchell. Valanciunas against Malone. 6 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Here's Stockton. Grizzlies with the rebound. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Smith on the wing, covered by Mitchell. Jackson trying to break free. Great positioning on the putback.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
Jazz leading by 12. Stockton with it. He had 31 points in the win against Orlando.
Yeah, and his offense fueled him on D2. He was more than a handful on that end, piling up the steals.
Utah has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And the rejection by Jackson. To the middle. Stolen by Mitchell. Here's Stockton. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that. And I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Got a piece of it, and that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession. A different look for Utah. Bogdanovich is checked in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Dwayne Wade. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Stockton. Mirotic is checked in for the Grizzlies. Brooks comes in for Winslow. Outside Jackson. J.R. Smith on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Takes the 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Malone's got his 16th rebound on the night.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Now here's Jackson. 8 points for him. And another miss by Memphis.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Jackson against Clarkson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
Former first-team All-Rookie after being picked in the 2nd round. Clarkson, a draft day steal.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jang, he's checked in for Jackson. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. Both good from the line that time. And so here's Memphis. They trail by 18. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Smith inside. Malone on him. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Malone.
We all know Smith is not shy about letting it fly or going straight into the D and picking up the foul.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
First one falls for him. Smith hits them both. We've got 1:08 left in the first half. Mitchell dishes to Malone. Kicks it to Rhodes. Charity stripe shot. Doesn't go for him. And it's Memphis the other way. Outside, Jones feeds it to Brooks. Back to Jones. Here's Chang. The shot comes out. Malone with some nice D. Passes to Clarkson. For the three. Rebound by Chang.
Well, he hit that 1 3-pointer in the first quarter. Still none so far here in the second.
Outside from Heritage. From deep. Oh, and he got it to fall.
No, wait, what? Focus from him right there. Nice play. Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
Every once in a while, a prayer like that somehow finds the net.
And so it's Utah looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Joined by Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, your team is competing at a very high level. What do you think that's happening?
Well, we're trying to defend, and we've been a little bit fortunate too. They missed some shots, but more than anything, we just want to try to guard and make it hard on them.
Got to make them feel you. Thanks, Quinn. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Okay. Wayne Wade wasted no time getting hot. He had 20 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And Shaq, what did you think about what we saw from Utah?
Well, it was an unselfish, team-oriented half of basketball. The ball never stopped moving. Their offense had a great flow to it. It prevented anyone from getting lazy out there. They're always moving, cutting, knowing where they need to pass the ball.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Memphis.
Well, they're facing a team that shot very well in the first half. Now, that being said, they probably weren't aggressive enough on the defensive end. That was the difference.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back. Kevin Harlan. Go. Go over there.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Dwayne Wade really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant is out there with Nash, and it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. 5 to shoot from 12 feet out, and it's Morant missing. Jazz leading by 13. Stockton passes to Wade. He dishes it to Bradley. Basket counts. Bradley's got the first points of the second half here for the Jazz. And for Memphis, they're shooting here about 46% for the game. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
And checking out some stats for Dwayne Wade. Some last season stats for him. Last season, he averaged 15 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities 100%.
Now, here's Wade. Up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
It's never easy trying to guard Wade, especially in the pick and roll. He's terrific at taking whatever the D gives him. The
pass to Morant. shot. He lays it in. Morant's got 14 points.
Just to make him a little more unstoppable, Morant's developed a deadly teardrop.
Bradley dishes to Stockton. Back to Bradley, and he jams it with authority.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Here's Nash after the basket by Utah. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Wade. Here's Stockton. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. 17 points in the game.
They've been very sharp to start the half. A perfect 4 for 4 from the field.
Now here's Morant. He's covered closely. Pass to Winslow. Nash outside. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And the jump shot of Nash. Poetry in motion. A super efficient shooter from downtown.
Stockton kicks to Ingles. Grizzlies with the rebound.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Valanciunas, and that one, good.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start. And last year, a bit of a pivot for Justice Winslow in terms of his game. Found one of the better ways he could contribute to the team is through his developing playmaking skills.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
And for Winslow, he filled in at the point when Dragic was injured last season.
And Winslow looked really comfortable in that playmaking role. We know he struggled with his shooting, but when he can contribute with his passing, it adds another layer to his game.
Such a wide open look. Ingles has got 8 points.
It was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
Morant passes to Jackson. To the right side. The 19-foot shot, and it's off the back rim. No good. Jazz leading by 16. Jazz passing it around, and he gets the bucket. 12 points for him.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Morant. He's got 14. Valanciunas, good.
Yeah, I don't know how you defend that. Morant runs the pick and roll like a seasoned vet.
The feed to Stockton. The shot, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Now here's Morant. Right wing. Winslow against Ingles. Winslow the bounce pass. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Morant. Off target from three-point range. Ingles with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. The open shot, Stockton. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Stockton's got 19 points. The Grizzlies trail by 18. Nash right side. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Mike Conley's checked in for Utah. On defense, Utah. And here's Morant. Pass to Valanciunas. Shoots over Bradley. Valanciunas, good. 24 points for him.
Oh, it's huge whenever Valanciunas puts together games like these. I mean, showing how dominant he can be. Winslow
against Conley. Stockton outside. Here's Here's Bradley. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Bradley's got 14 points. Now here's Morant. Over by Conley. Pass to Valanciunas. The pass to Morant. Clock at 4. The rebound by the Jazz. Bradley's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Wade feeling it out a bit. The offensive rebound. Here's Stockton. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 18. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Now here's Morant. Over by Conley. Up again. Here's Valanciunas. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Up there for Wade. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Now here's Morant. Over by Conley. Now Morant. He's got 14. Pass to Jackson. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Oh, the feed off the bounce is in just the right spot.
Wade dishes to Conley. Back to Wade. Stockton outside. Here's the lob to the hoop. It's tipped. And now the Grizzlies. Fast break. Nash with the ball. Yep, that one goes in there. Nash has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Conley kicks to Wade. And it's Wade with the jam.
I love the awareness. Conley is adept at reading the defense and realizing when his guys are going to come.
Nash outside. Inside. From outside the arc. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Bradley's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Wade can't hit.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be given.
Nash against Bradley. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. Not going to go that time, so Utah will take it the other way. Feeds it to Stockton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
John Stockton at the line for 2.
And he makes the first for the Jazz. Bogdanovich is checked in for Malone. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Rose in for Mike Conley. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Gorgui Dieng's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Iritic comes in for Jaren Jackson. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Justice Winslow. And Jones subbed in for Morant. And Stockton drops them both. Here's Nash. He's got 13. Floats one. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Stockton draws the double. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. Pass to Mitchell. To the inside, Stockton, and the layup's good off the glass. Stockton's got 8 here in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Now here's Brooks. Jang finds Mirotic. Shot clock at 5. Over Mitchell. Mirotic's shot is off.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And Stockton is simply one of the best, especially when it comes to finding people on the floor. And you ask around, his coaches and teammates love Donovan Mitchell. The way he carries himself, really infectious, upbeat, but also a born competitor.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Stockton. And Mitchell, no good on that one. And going into the 2017 draft, Mitchell was a sleeper. Maybe even Greg to himself, he wasn't sure he was ready to make that leap.
And you know, Kevin, it was the NBA players he was working out with in the summertime who told him, man, you're ready right now. And a season that saw him second in Rookie of the Year votes validated that and built his confidence.
That one goes. Count it.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Mitchell against Nash. Over Mitchell. Nash can't get it to go. And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Clarkson's got 7 points in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Nash against Mitchell. Nash, the pass to Chang. They get a hand on it. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Rose. He had a strong showing last season. He averaged 18 points a game, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you like what he brings backing up the point guard.
Yeah, no doubt. He knows how to run this offense. Tremendous asset to this team coming off the bench.
Now, here's Mitchell. They have a 20. Oh, wow!
Nice!
Wow! We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Nash against Mitchell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovic. Grizzlies have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. And the first one at the line is good. And so Nash nails both of them. So it's Utah now. Rose surveying the D. On the wing, Mitchell. Back to Rose. Lays it up and banks it in.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Outside, Jones. Back to Nash. Jang with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
It's his first trip to the line.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
The first free throw is good. And Jang drops them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Now here's Rose. Mitchell outside. Nash against Rose. The putback. It's good on the putback.
and it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Nash against Mitchell. Floats one up in deep. Nash drops it in. Nash has got 11 points in the quarter.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Outside Brantley. And Gorgui Dieng is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Memphis. Mitchell. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Mitchell's got 9.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's Nash. Sweet little floater.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Jazz leading by 22. Outside Bogdanovich. Nash against Rose. Second shot opportunity, and the rejection by Dieng. And it turns out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean block, but the officials felt otherwise, so we'll see some free throws here. That free throw good from Bradley. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Near the three-point line, it's Mirotic. The quick look, no good that time. And for the Jazz, their shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. And Bogdanovich kicks to Rose. Here's Mitchell. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 3 assists now in this one. Grizzlies shooting 48% from the field as a team in this third quarter. Outside Mirotic. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 10.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Rose dishes to Mitchell. Down low, Bogdanovich. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Mirotic. The feed to Nash. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Nash has got 23.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Mitchell passes to Brantley. The dish to Rose. And stolen by Dieng. Outside, Jones. Some solid defense from Rose. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for Utah. Outside Rose. Dishes it to Mitchell. It's blocked.
And timing is so important. I mean, right there, Brooks shows nice judgment, being able to get the rejection.
And here is Mirotic. 10 points for him. From deep three-point range, off target with that shot. And so it's the Utah Jazz with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back right after this. A chance now to hear Coach Quinn Snyder talking to his team moments ago in the huddle.
Let's just keep playing with the same intensity, okay? On misses, you guys really run in space. Anyone can bring it.
Well, he's trying to get them to maintain that edge right now.
And solid advice from Coach Snyder, wanting his squad to remain engaged.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And And so in the game for the Jazz, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Malone. And it's Rose in at the point. And the first one drops. Two-time NBA champion Michael Thompson says the arm muscles, Chris, on today's players don't measure up with what they used to be. Is that even important?
You know what? He's right, but I don't know how important that is unless, you just want to bring the gun show to the games and pull out the arms and the curls and say, check out these muscles. But now I think, it's a lot different. And make no mistake, even though that is a true comment, the players of today are much more athletic than his day and my day. And I think that's because of technology. They understand core strength. They understand dieting. They understand rest. And so many, they're privy to so much information that we didn't have. But yeah, no more curls. It doesn't seem like there are any more Karl Malone 24-inch pythons out there in any of these games.
Well, he's shown great patience tonight. I mean, he went through a scoreless first half, but didn't get down on himself. I mean, now he's got it going.
Now here's Morant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds, but then you look at the box score and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Nash kicks to Morant. Chris, the other day, Adam Silver has been talking about how the All-Star game, that system, is not working. He's been proactive in considering alternatives. What do you think?
Well, I love what he's done already. Let's think about the All-Star game in 2019. Letting guys pick their players like old school on the park. I mean, that adds a little bit of ego, and that's what you want because we want competition. We want guys that like each other, don't like each other, that are playing against each other, that we're in the finals against each other. We want all that competition, all that mental game that goes into it. And so I love the fact that he's outspoken, that he's definitely ahead of the problem. But I think he did a great job by letting players pick their teammates because that already causes a little in-team drama that we'll see play out on the floor with how hard guys are playing.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Knocked loose. Mitchell with it. Now guarded by Winslow. All alone. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play. Then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah. Bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Kenneth Faried, he's checked in for Malone. Davis comes in for Joe Ingles. Moutier, he's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Mike Conley in for Stockton. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Udo's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Jerebko comes in for Jackson. Anderson, he's checked in for Justice Winslow. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Dylan Brooks. Now, here is Smith. Morant passes to Udo. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it to Morant. Lets it go from deep. And the three ball is good. Morant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He showed some signs that this is last year of college. I mean, Morant cannot be left alone from distance.
Conley feeling it out. The teardrop falls in. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Here's Morant. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Morant's got 21 in the game.
Much more than just a perimeter threat. Morant loves to sneak inside and do damage.
Here's Conley. To the left wing. 6 to shoot. Wade kicks to Mudiay. Three-pointer. They get it back. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Udoh, and Udoh with the stuff.
Well, this is the attitude Anderson brings. A selfless player who loves giving it up to his open guys.
Jazz leading by 20. Wade up top. He's covered by Anderson. And there's the foul. It'll go on Ed Davis. That is his first foul of the game. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Bradley's checked in for Reed. Malone comes in for Ed Davis. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Emmanuel Mudiay. And Stockton subbed in for Mike Conley. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Udoh. Jackson comes in for Jonas Jerebko. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Dylan Brooks in for J.R. Smith. Floor spacing, Chris, now so big in the NBA. And big men have the room to put up some unbelievable numbers.
Oh, man, look at Lopez out there. Bucks land. I mean, look what he's doing in Milwaukee, just shooting threes from deep. The same, you got to go to Embiid or Porzingis. And we already seen what the great Dirk Nowitzki has done through his career spacing the floor. Look, it adds time onto your career because you don't have to just go down there and bang and be one-dimensional in the paint. It makes your teammates better because now you're spacing the floor, which gives them room to drive. And if you're really working on your game, you can really make your teammates better because now you have more passing lanes because you're further away from the basket. So as any post player knows, it's a blessing to be surrounded by great shooters, and now big men, they got a little more room out there.
The Grizzlies trail by 20. Now Morant lays it up off the glass. Morant's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Man, I love watching this kid play. Morant, he's just electric at the offensive end. He's having a night.
Now here's Wade, and it's slammed in by Malone.
Gives up a lot of size for most other power forwards, but not too many of them can fly like he can.
That's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
Story of their game right here. One sloppy play after another.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Back to Brooks. Lock at 6. Ball's knocked loose. Winslow kicks to Brooks.
Wade has always been a great defender, phenomenal at keeping pace with his man and contested shots.
On the wing, Ingles. Brooks covering. Ingles passes to Wade. A shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Wade's got 26.
He's been so dependable in this game, taking nothing but good shots.
Ingles against Winslow. Now here's Wade. D right on him. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Stockton.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Yeah, sure. I mean, when you take care of the backboard, you can limit teams to one shot.
Now here's Ingles. Here's Wade. Rebounded by Jackson. Now here's Morant. Defense is right there. And that one drops. Morant's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Oh, he's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
They're doing well overall, but the turnovers have been the exception.
And Chris, underclassmen entering the draft, they can now hire agents, get help attending workouts, and still retain their eligibility. Do you like that move?
I love the move, Kevin. You know what it does? It helps less to fall by the wayside. So you come out of college, you don't know how good you are. You don't, it's based off ego, how hard you worked, family and friends telling you, go, get the money, but what's your testing route? You don't know. You don't have a full context. So I love the fact that it lets you go out there and see. And if you have any trepidation, go back to school. You got another year. So, yes, I love this move.
See, we have action. That'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Malone.
And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. And few players are more explosive athletically.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And what really separates Morant, the intangibles. He has a great camaraderie with his teammates already.
Here's Wade. Nice D from Valanciunas.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Passes it to Winslow. And the dunk by Winslow.
Oh, man, one of the smoothest young playmakers I've seen. Morant's passes are almost always on time and on point.
Stockton draws the double to the paint. Here's Wade, and he makes that one. Wade's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Oh, exactly. Give it to the guy with the hot hand as long as you can. Let him try to close this out.
Now here's Morant. Brooks outside. No good on the triple. Jazz leading by 18. Here's Wade. Stockton trying to break loose. And Wade slams it in.
D can't let Wade do them like that. He's fantastic at cutting them to shreds with his hand.
Poked away. And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession. Here's Valanciunas. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Winslow's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so it's Wade. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. It's an 18-point lead. And then Wade slams it in.
Wade is an athletic beast. Look how he just demonstrates his impressive quickness on that drive right there.
Chris, what's your definition of most valuable player?
Michael Jordan. Okay, okay, the best player in the league. That's my definition. Who makes players better? Who brings the fans into the game? There's only one type of player that's an MVP, and there's only about 6 guys in a year that can be MVP. But if you're talking about guys that help you, let's say, are the best on a contract or getting the most bang for their buck, you got to look at guys like a Siakam. You know, he's just making over $2 million this season, still playing on that rookie contract, and those are the guys that are on their way up. So you can always find young talent playing for maybe less than what they should be getting at that time, but the most valuable player continues to be the top 6 players of the league, period.
And so he makes both from the line.
That's what they want to see from him, attacking, getting whistles, and maybe causing some foul trouble.
Stockton outside. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Stockton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I love how Wade actively looks to find the open man look. He's effortlessly exploiting any holes in the defense.
Now the pass to Brooks. He lobs it up. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Brooks against Wade. To the middle. Stolen by Brooks. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it. The fast break chance. Valanciunas finds Brooks. Memphis moving it around. Now here's Morant. Wade is covering. 5 on the clock. Morant passes to Brooks. There's Winslow. The shot that time not on target. So Utah will take it the other way. Pass to Malone. The shot's good on the assist by Engel. And the Jazz lead by 20.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
Here's Morant. Wade with the defensive effort. Utah has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Quick shot there, and it's off target. The Grizzlies trail by 20. Here's Morant. No good with the layup.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and gotten the perfect position to alter the shot.
Ingles can't get it to go.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. And with a younger generation of fans cutting the cord, Adam Silver has talked about ways, Chris, to make the games, the NBA games, more accessible.
Yeah, and as a guy, Kevin, that played on the West Coast, I know many people aren't happy with this idea, but I say move the games up an hour. Move it to 6 o'clock so that I could watch LeBron on the West Coast when I'm living on the East Coast and be to bed by a normal time where kids can stay up. But how about the streaming? I mean, you can watch it on your phone. It's so many better and different ways now. I mean, before, if you were traveling, you could never watch a game because you had to be by a TV set stuck into a wall. Now, you got your phone, your pads, and everything else. So I love the game. It's becoming more global because of the expansion and how we've gotten players out there in front of fans. And now, with the access that fans have through some type of mobile device, I just love it. I love it.
First free throw is good.
And Malone, a remarkable power forward. His footwork, incredible. And that jump shot is wet.
Donovan Mitchell's checked in for the Jazz. Steve Nash checked in for Memphis. And both free throws good for Malone. And so here's Memphis. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Morant. And it's blocked by Bradley. In transition, here come the Jazz. Here's Stockton. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Here's Morant. He's guarded closely. Pass to Valanciunas. The jump hook. Count that bucket. Valanciunas has got 11 points here in just the second half.
Finished off by the big man. A 7-footer like Valanciunas should be operating near the hoop.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Steve Nash. That's his third foul of the game. With the ball. Stockton outside. Knocked away.
And add that steal to the list of things they've done right here tonight. It's been a dominant performance at both ends. pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
I mean, it all starts on the defensive end. When you're active and willing to gamble a little bit, the payoff can be big.
Here's Mitchell. Steve Nash making his last shot. Stockton draws the double. Nash with it. Picked up by Stockton. From 12 feet out. Here's Valanciunas. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, man, I love watching Valanciunas score the ball. He makes it look so easy, and he makes the defense feel uneasy out there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Valanciunas hits them both. Now, here's Mitchell. Outside Bradley. Jazz passing it around. The shot's good from Stockton.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Now, here's Morant. He's covered by Stockton. And here's Morant. 6 to shoot. Malone with the block. But they'll get another chance. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Jazz leading by 18. Now Mitchell. 1:31 left in the fourth. Ingles kicks to Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Malone trying to break free. And it's Mitchell missing. The Grizzlies trail by 18.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Jazz.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Here's Morant. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
That's a high-level finish for Morant, showing more strength than he's really given credit for.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Fareed's checked in for Bradley. Davis comes in for Malone. Moutier, he's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Mike Conley in for Stockton. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Udo's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Jerebko comes in for Nash. And it's Kyle Anderson in for Winslow. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Jazz. They lead by 17. Passes it to Fareed. Back to Conley. Takes a 3. Ingles passes to Moutier. Oh, Fareed in position. It's stolen by Udo. Now here's Morant. D right on him, and he banks in the layup. Morant's got 38 points.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it, and that's a shame.
Here's Conley. And So it's Utah easily grabbing the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Mike. Congrats on the win. It looked like you guys stayed with your identity tonight. You think so?
Yeah, we wanted to just play our game, stick to what we do best, get the ball inside, score in the paint, just try to make easy plays. And I think that's what we did, and we're able to just build off of that.
You guys are one of the best teams at staying to what you do. Congrats on the win. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.